Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is all about the Chinese Crested. Before we go on, don't forget to like and share if you really enjoy our content. Please hit the subscribe button to get notified when we post more dog-related content. Chinese Crested. The Chinese Crested originated in Africa where they were called African Hairless Terriers. Researchers suggest they evolved from African or Mexican hairless dogs who were reduced in size by the Chinese. These breeds were believed to have traveled with Chinese sailors on the high seas as early as 1530, hunting rodents during and between times of plague. Chinese sailors began keeping puff on their ships as ratters, and eventually the name Chinese Crested struck. The breed made their way to the US in the 1880s thanks to the efforts of a breeder named Debra Woods and Journalist named Ida Garrett. Two Chinese Cresteds were first exhibited in 1865 at the Westminster Kennel Club show in New York. The first American breed club was established in 1979 and they were recognized by the AKC in 1991. First, let's have a look at the pros. Chinese Crested dog is a gentle, good-natured, and affectionate breed that will bond deeply with its owner. Minimal shedding. The hairless breed requires very little grooming and clean-up. Friendly and loyal, this breed wants nothing more than to please its owner and stay out of trouble. They have very little doggy odor, hypoallergenic and great for allergy sufferers. They make wonderful traveling companions and apartment dogs and are inexpensive to feed due to their small size. They are a good choice for first-time dog owners. These dogs make great family dogs because their temperament is a nice balance of energy and calm. They are very smart and can be taught tricks, and are excellent at obedience trials. It's now time to look at the cons. Fragile. Because of its small size and exposed skin, this breed may not tolerate a lot of rough play or outdoor exposure. Gains weight. This breed should be kept away from flattening foods. They can be difficult to house train and can be prone to suffering from separation anxiety. Cresteds can be prone to digging and climbing and will need to be monitored to ensure they don't get into trouble. Because Chinese Cresteds are people-oriented, they suffer from separation anxiety when left on their own. They are difficult to house train, which takes time, patience and understanding. Can be willful and stubborn when the mood takes them. These dogs are prone to a number of health issues involving their skin, its lack of protection, and their propensity toward allergies and dermatitis. Interesting facts. The most famous Crested is a purebred hairless named Sam, who was a 3-time winner of the world's ugliest dog contest, from 2003 to 2005. The hairless Crested has been featured in several films including Cats and Dogs, 102 Dalmatians, Hotel for Dogs, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Stage performer Gypsy Rose Lee fell in love with the breed after her sister June Havoc gave her one named Fu Manchu. Thanks to their lack of fur, they emitted warmth and were often used as bed warmers and hot compresses for aches. Appearance. This elegant, small Chinese dog breed comes in two varieties, powder puff and hairless. The powder puff has a long, silky double coat, whereas the hairless only has hair on their feet, tail, and head. This is a recessive gene, which means you can find hairless and powder puff puppies in the same litter. They come in a variety of colors ranging from white, apricot, chocolate, blue, cream, and white. Unlike most other dogs, Chinese Cresteds have sweat glands and can cool down without panting. The Crested dog stands 11 to 13 inches and weight between 8 to 12 pounds. A Crested may also be spotted or have white markings. In fact, the spotted or mottled skin is quite common. The average lifespan of the Crested dog is 13 to 18 years. Shedding and grooming. Crested are very minimal shedders and only shed their fur on very rare occasions, and that too in a limited manner. Powder puff has a much longer coat, so you will need to brush it multiple times a week to avoid tangles. Pin brushes are the best tool for this pooch and aim to wash them every 2 to 4 weeks depending on how dirty they get. But that's not the case with hairless Crested, who don't need brushing as they don't have any hair, but they do require good care of their exposed skin. These poochers can easily get affected by various skin issues and allergies, and to prevent that, good quality lotions and sunscreens can be applied on their skin, but only after consulting it with a skilled veterinarian. Slick brushes help shine the outer coat and are also best to use on hairless crested dogs. Remember to cleanse the ears and teeth as part of your weekly routine. Clippers can be used on this dog. Trim the paws with number 30 blades, the face with number 10, and the body with number 10 or number 15. Cost. On average, a crested puppy will cost $1,100 in the USA, and most puppies can be found between $600 and $2,500. The average price of a crested puppy in India is around 35,000 to 45,000 rupees. Price range can vary based on the dog's quality, lineage, location and quality of the breeder. Exercise and trainability. A Chinese powder puff should receive up to 30 minutes of exercise each day. Due to their small size, they should be exercised in enclosed spaces. If you're walking your dog in the winter, make sure they're wearing a coat. The hairless crested dogs are particularly vulnerable to cold. They should avoid hot weather in the summer because they are prone to heat stroke. The best method of training you should use for the crested dog is respect. You must be consistent, ensuring any bad behaviors have been nipped in the bud. Housebreaking this breed has been difficult for many, but crate training is highly recommended for this task. This toy breed needs patience. They can be sensitive too, so you can't be too firm. Naturally, the crested dog can be rather timid. Socialization plays a big part in how this dog behaves in adulthood. You don't want a yappy, scared pooch that is fearful of strangers and other dogs, as this can lead to biting. Do remember this pooch's size. They are susceptible to injuries, so rough play is a no-go. Intelligence. According to The Intelligence of Dogs by Stanley Koren, Chinese Crested is ranked 61. Understanding of new commands 40 to 80 repetitions and obeys first command 30% of the time or better. Swimming. Chinese Cresteds can learn to swim, but most of them don't enjoy the water. Some Crested like to swim in a pool or a lake, and they also enjoy playing various games inside the water, but others might not be that excited to go to a beach or to dive into a pool. Their low-fat bodies get cold quickly and also have sensitive skin. They may react to chlorine and is easily sunburned. Barking. Crested is not a very talkative breed. Some Chinese Cresteds are quite vocal and will bark or howl too much. They're so social and needy. Cresteds can suffer from separation anxiety, which can lead to barking and destructive habits. These pooches mostly remain very calm and quiet and only vocalize when they want their owners and loved ones. Weather and climate. Their tolerance to cold is pretty poor and not suitable for highly chilly and low-temperature areas. They are not a good option for those people who want to raise a canine in fairly cold and wintry regions. Crested have an above-average tolerance to heat and can survive in moderately warm areas. They require a good amount of protection and care from their owners so as to live comfortably in those regions. Friendliness. Cresteds adore the kids in their own family. However, children should learn how to play safely with them. The breed is so delicate. They can be injured easily during rambunctious play. This dog becomes deeply attached to its owner, so you should always make them feel involved. They could end up snapping at children if they feel they aren't receiving the attention they desire. Cresteds who have been socialized with other animals are accepting of other dogs and cats in the house. Be careful when they play around bigger dogs, as they injure easily. If not trained or socialized properly, then they are not known to mix that well with other pooches. This pooch can live happily with a cat but should be introduced from an early age. Best to avoid small pets like hamsters and rats, as this dog used to hunt smaller animals. Chinese Crested canines are quite friendly and warm with strangers. This dog tends to be naturally timid. How they act with strangers depends on your dog's socialization. Generally, they act rather wary of people they don't know, but they aren't known to bite. Adaptability. Chinese Crested is an immensely apartment-friendly breed. They adjust to the apartment lifestyle very quickly and mostly remain very relaxed, happy and contented inside their homes. These pooches have fairly manageable maintenance needs, not very hard to train, and they have a friendly and lively personality. They do have some unusual antics, and the hairless crested may require some extra care of their skin so as to avoid any potential skin issues. If new or inexperienced dog owner are fine with all the responsibilities that come along with this pooch, then it should be a fine choice for the novice or first-time owners. If they are left alone for long periods of time, they will become destructive and could develop separation anxiety. These dogs have been found to chew, bark, dig and climb when left alone, so they're not great for owners who aren't home all day. Guard, watchdog, crested do not have the right amount of athleticism, protective instincts, and aggression that are required to be a decent guard dog. They'll sound the alarm at the approach of friends, and strangers alike, but they are too little to intimidate anyone. These canines tend to be quiet around the house, but they won't hesitate to bark to alert you of potential intruders. They also have a distinctive howl that you may hear when they're excited or happy. These poochers are not a good option for those people who are looking for a canine that can efficiently look after their homes and can protect him from external threat and dangers. Drooling. These canines do not drool all that much and only drool in a considerable manner after eating, drinking something. But apart from this, their mouth mostly remains fairly dry. Health issues, seborrhea, skin disease that causes your dog's skin to have a very greasy feel to it or scaling, cracking or inflammation. Ear infections. Crested dogs may have nasty bacteria lurking in their ears that are usually the cause of painful ear infections. Deafness. Crested dogs may carry a gene that causes pigment-associated congenital sensorineural deafness. Lens luxation. Blinding eye condition that is often found in terriers and sharpies, but is also common in Chinese Crested. Have you had any experience with Chinese Crested? We'd love to hear your story in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.